No filter.
Right. All right. All right. All right. I'm Tim Big Talk.
Paulie, no filter.
All right.
This is our 2025. We're going to say goodbye to 2025 right here. We're going to start out with a couple songs for you here.
Okay.
And there goes 2025. We had it all covered there. That's what it was.
Yeah. 2025 and ups and downs, some bombs, everything
A little
else.
bit of everything we had there in 2025. So
Yes, we did.
I had to play around here. Tim didn't even know I was going to do that. I'm just playing. They give me control of his computer. I get a little crazy here.
Yeah, it makes me nervous.
Yeah, I know. It shouldn't. It's all for good. It's all for
you nervous. Okay. Well, what we're going to do today, or in this episode, and we'll get some things out there for you. Recap what we've done.
Yeah.
Here
we've done a lot of it. We hope.
Done some cool shows.
Got a lot of subscribers this year.
Yeah.
In 3 months.
In 3 months, got a lot of subscribers. The other thing is that so we're going to recap some of the things we did, but coming up, let's tell them a little bit. We got again, stick around for our TV deal. That's still coming through. The brochures are out there. The gal's out trying to sell our show for advertising.
Yeah, she's out there trying to sell them right now. We might be going
live on TV.
Yeah.
That's coming up. And then the other thing is that because we care about each other, this is something that we're going to do to have fun, bring you guys along the journey. We're going to do a weight loss challenge.
We're going to start off next year with the weight loss. We're going to get a scale. Oh, I hate that word. It's the scariest word you can say to a fat man. Scale.
Yeah, scale. Yeah. Yeah, I step on them. They say, come back when you're alone.
Yeah. Mine says, ouch, get off.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to need to get one of those ones with a little bit higher numbers. I remember they used to make scales. My mom had one years ago in the bathroom, and it went up to 250 pounds. Was it?
Right. Yeah, so you got to get a bigger one when you're a big guy.
Yeah. Now I think they go up quite a ways.
Mine goes up to till the digits stop.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Every time I go to the doctor, she gets out 2 or 3 weights to slide down.
She adds weights to that. The old-fashioned one.
Yeah, adds weights to it.
My scale does this when I get off of it.
Yeah.
Applause. Oh, thank God he got off of me.
Kind of like your wife.
Oh,
get off me.
Oh, that's a bad one. That's bad.
Yeah,
let's keep it PG-13 here.
Oh, okay. Well, I could have went X.
Speaking of PG-13,
PG-13.
I heard something today. It was really interesting. You know the first movie ever that was rated PG-13?
Oh man, it had to be like something like Caligula or something.
It was Red Dawn.
Oh, was it really?
Red Dawn was. I heard that today, and I thought I had to Google it to make sure it was right. Not that Google's always right, but Red Dawn was the first movie ever rated PG-13 movie. They added the 13 to it. PG was back earlier. But the 13 was added to the Red Dawn movie because they said it was a little too graphic. So they went a little from there.
So you had to have been 13.
Yeah, little fun facts for you there today. That's another thing.
Where'd you dig that up from? Dang.
That's another thing we can start doing next year. Little fun facts every show. Give them a little fun fact.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We can start doing that. I always like the fun facts whenever I hear them.
I do too.
Yeah, so
I do too.
We're going to bring you that. We're going to bring you. Don't worry, we're still going to be 2 fat guys.
Yeah,
we're just going to be a little healthier fat guys.
Right. We got our studio is at the top of the stairs. It's kind of like renting an apartment, and you get the 3rd floor apartment. Yeah, because it's cheaper.
And then this guy sends me downstairs for something today. I had to go back down him again. I'm going, come on. I had to do double stairs today. See, so we do get our exercise around here.
Easy there, Skippy, because if you notice, he's only wearing his 2 fat guys in a microphone hat.
See, got it right there for you guys.
Yeah, not the shirt. Because the shirt's probably downstairs somewhere.
It was, and I didn't want to do them for a 4th time.
Yeah. So
I went down and got the hat. That was enough. I couldn't find the shirt.
okay, all right. Well, that's fine. You got your zip.
I
up.
think it was covering the house because it's been raining a lot lately.
I know. I wish you were wearing the billboard that you were wearing on Sunday.
Yeah, you like that.
I like that.
Everybody liked your comment too about the billboard. My daughter made me a nice Bill shirt, and Tim says, "I didn't know that your daughter started making billboards now." I'm like, oh, everybody laughed.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good
fun.
one.
All in fun.
Yeah, I like that
one. Sideline Sweetie is going to get so many requests for Timbalina to come back and do some basketball and
Timbalina. I was hoping maybe she got
no.
I was hoping she got hired at like the Mustang or something just to get out of here.
I hear she signed a new contract. So
oh boy, she's back.
She's back even stronger than ever, doing all kinds of sports from hockey to soccer.
I heard she's going to get a little like a rouge and stuff on her face and get a little more makeup on her this year.
You never know. Not that she needs it because she's a beautiful woman, but but so
was she born before you or after you, your sister? Wait, was she a twin? Did you have a twin?
No, the thing is though is that my sister's like all of 90 pounds,
okay.
and then there was me.
You took all the weight.
Yeah,
you left her the bones.
Yeah, we weren't twins, but yeah. So, but no, Timbalina's at high request is coming back all year, so look out for that. Some new looks with Timbalina. I understand she got her hair done.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and then the weight loss challenge that we're going to do. We take you along the journey. Just so we are a little bit healthier. We're always going to be large and in charge.
Yeah, but we got to make sure we're here for you guys. I mean, what would you guys do without us?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you guys would miss us if we were gone.
Exactly. I think the last time we went to the doctor, we talked about good and bad cholesterol. Mine was all bad. Even the good was bad.
See, now that's the problem I've never had. I always had my doctor came in holding the paperwork the one day after my blood work.
Yeah.
And he said to me, he sits down and I said, he's shaking his head. And I said, uh-oh, what's wrong? And he goes, I don't understand this. And I go, what? What's Doc? What's wrong? And he goes, I run twice a day and your blood work's better than mine. I go, well, hey, I'm a healthy fat guy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good genes. My mom gave me good genes, hey.
Well, and to that story too, with me, my doctor, always the heart rate. I have won so much money from people when you do my blood pressure.
And it's low?
No, blood pressure is perfect.
Right. No, mine's always, my blood pressure is fine too, but your heart rate?
Heart rate is good too.
See, mine's low.
Is it low?
My doctor told me I got a heart rate like a turtle. And he said, don't worry, turtles live forever.
Right.
And I was like, wow, all right. Right. I do. My heart rate's in like the 50s.
Now, when I had COVID, they paid attention to that.
Right.
They were in there doing scans and pictures and blood and all that kind of stuff, because that's when it got dicey. But no, my heart rate's been good and my blood pressure always. I've won so much money when they have those like places where they donate blood and they pull up in a motorhome.
They think because you're a fat guy, you got to have
high blood pressure and
high cholesterol, everything like that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, my blood pressure is damn near perfect.
Mine's like 120 over 80. Sometimes it's right on the number, and I go, man, it's picture perfect. And they look at me like they're like, how does he do it?
I'll
tell you the secret. We know the secret. We're going to tell you. Me and Tim are going to tell you the secret.
Yeah.
Gas station food.
Nothing like gas station food.
Gas station food. Yeah. Sushi from the gas station.
I don't go that far. I know you do. I know.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I know. My daughter likes the grocery store sushi.
Smith's. I eat the one at Smith's all the time. I like that.
Do they still have the sushi bar? Or did they change that out?
It's there. I ask them to make my roll for me all the time. I haven't put what I like in it. And they go, oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I like sushi, like the cooked stuff, not the raw stuff.
Yeah. I was introduced to sushi the wrong way.
Oh, boy.
Because they told me tuna was like the filet mignon of sushi.
Right.
So I said, oh, I love filet mignon. Give me that bad boy. It hit about here. And then everything was coming up. I was rushing to the bathroom.
Yeah, I never tried it. My wife loves tuna, but raw tuna.
Now I'll unagi, which is eel. I love salmon, raw salmon.
I tried squid one time or octopus one time.
Yeah.
Very chewy.
Yeah,
didn't like
it is chewy because they'll slice it up right there off the leg for you at a sushi place.
Yeah, one of the
I
legs.
should take you. I should take you sometime.
No.
Yeah, no, you can get the cook stuff and I'll eat the other stuff
Okay.
and we'll film it.
Sure. You're buying? I'm flying.
All right, I'll buy.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
you
flying.
got it. Yeah.
Hey, we
yeah.
got to go, guys. Show's over. We were going to eat. No.
So
But, here we are talking about the weight loss challenge, and we're talking about going to eat sushi. See how we are? But that's healthy
We
food.
got fish, we got seaweed and
Yeah.
rice.
Seaweed. Oh,
Yeah, they wrap it in seaweed.
yeah, not
Yeah,
bad. Not
yeah.
bad. So we're going to do a little bit of that this
Yeah.
year coming up. I mean, 2025, we're going to recap some of the stuff that we've done.
Right. We're gonna talk about that. You can't not talk about the WNBA. And
We talked a lot about that in the beginning
In
because
the
that was our
beginning.
beginning shows. Yeah.
right, and we talked about Caitlin Clark, which to me, I guess you watched it before that, but I never watched it until Caitlin Clark got into the.
I
mix.
bet it a lot. It's a really good betting sport. I liked it. Caitlin Clark put it on the map.
Yeah.
And then they're striking now. They were striking recently.
They're gonna strike, or if they don't get paid as they award shirts, pay us what they're worth.
Pay us
Well,
what
I
you're
think
worth.
they're
Well,
already doing that. But-
Yeah, you're already. You should be happy you're getting a check and you get to play basketball and have fun doing what you like to do.
Yeah. Well, it's also known as the dildo league.
Yeah, they had a few incidents where they threw dildos at them on the court.
On the court. Yeah, and then of course,
why? I mean, they stole it from the Bills Mafia, but that's all right.
yeah, and that's okay. And I don't see why all the lesbians that play in the WNBA were so offended. They should have been like, "Hey, can
They
I
were-
take that home with me?"
A lot of them were mad because they had to check their bags to make sure it wasn't theirs.
Right,
Who
exactly.
took that? Where'd they get that from? Put
Yeah.
that back in my bag.
Who brought that to the?
Yeah,
to
I mean,
the-
I get it. They want to get paid. Everybody wants to get paid. Shit, we want to get paid. Pay us
Yeah.
on this show. We'll do whatever you want us to do if you pay us.
And here's the difference. And I'm not saying everybody, but how divided we are between black and white, especially in sports and stuff. But a lot of black female commentators on there talking about how Angel Reese, is the next Michael Jordan and stuff like that. It's like, let me tell you this. Michael Jordan tossed up layups. She tosses up pray-ups. And, pray that it goes in.
Pray it goes
Pray that it goes in. They're called pray-ups. The other thing is, we didn't coin the phrase, but it's out there. I like it. Was me bounds. So she had a bunch of rebounds, but they all came from her bad shots.
Her misses.
Her misses. So
Yeah, they did make it a little bit about color there. They didn't like Caitlin Clark coming in and being, look. If you're good, you're good.
Right.
You could be green, yellow, purple. Doesn't matter.
well, that's
She's
why,
good.
and that's why I like Michael Jordan what he said.
Yeah.
He definitely said, and you can't go by this either. And this is just jealousy from all those other women. When Caitlin Clark got hurt and wasn't playing, and one time she didn't travel with the team, they couldn't fill half the stadium, half the arena. Right?
Right.
She's playing, and they're selling tickets left and right.
Yeah.
So don't tell me that she's not bringing the money you want to the table. You know what I mean? It's like
She was putting asses in seats.
in seats, and
they didn't like that because, but here's the thing. If she wasn't good and that was happening, I'd be on her side.
Mhm.
Yeah. She's a token white girl that's playing in the league. You need her to help us get ratings. No,
Yeah.
She was very good. I wouldn't want to play her.
oh, hell no.
I wouldn't
Hell
want
no.
I mean, since we're being honest, let's be honest here in the WNBA. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not the hottest girl out there,
No,
Caitlin Clark. She's
No.
a cute girl, but she's not that. I mean, she's no Sophie or her teammate.
Sophie Cunningham.
Oh my God.
I'd leave everybody if she said, "Tim, I want you."
Oh my God, she's gorgeous. So it ain't like she was the looks in it, but Angel Reese didn't like her because she was getting all the attention and she
Yeah.
didn't. So
Right.
that's we talked a lot about that in the beginning of our shows and this year, and that's part of what we were talking about.
Yeah, and so the WNBA could be going on strike. They're in bargaining now and whatnot. I think the only person that hurts is the WNBA.
It doesn't hurt
And-
me no more because I stopped
No.
betting, so I don't bet them anymore, so it doesn't matter. So it ain't affected me at all. So I wouldn't watch it now if
Yeah.
I don't have money on it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is it's not entertaining without her shooting from half court,
Right.
draining those threes, winning buzzer
She's-
beaters. And again,
She's amazing.
yeah, it's like even in football. I hear these commentators say, oh, well, Brock Purdy's not the most athletic quarterback, and this, that, and other. Cam Newton, that guy, I tell you what, he lost a couple of brain cells somewhere along the way.
Well,
you know, because
they're under all the hats that he wears.
He's also a racist. But besides that, you know, it's the same thing. Is that these guys are playing in the NFL. Purdy's not the most outspoken person. I've always been a Purdy fan because you come in like that.
He's got a Purdy mouth.
Well, you would think that. But anyways, before he
dresses funny. I'll give him that much.
Well, he does. He's not coming in there like with Gucci furs and stuff like that, which is fine. You know, I don't care what they wear or don't wear, but he's just all about coming in, learning week to week, and being the best quarterback he can be. And I tell you what, he's lighting it up. He's Mr. Irrelevant.
Well,
is relevant.
Yeah, he's relevant.
You know,
he's definitely relevant.
But back to the WNBA, you know, you've got these analysts that say, oh, you know, Caitlin Clark's not the most athletic. She's not the most this. She's not the most that. But I'll tell you what, fans are going to see her. She's helping win games. And it's not about, you know, like I said, Angel Reese looks like something out of a cartoon. And they're out there talking about how she's the most beautiful girl in the WNBA and stuff like that.
She's a pretty girl, but she's, you know, stick to your lane. Stick to your lane. You're a basketball player, be a basketball. She wants to be a model basketball player, a rights advocate. I mean, she's all over the place.
Yeah, exactly.
Pick one and do it best. That's what they say.
Exactly. So she's going to be Miss Irrelevant in about 5 years. You watch. Mark my words right here. You heard it right here.
Right.
Anything else on the WNBA?
No, I'm over it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on. We were doing douchebag of the week. They're out there. We're going to pick that back up again. There were some, you know, good things, but we want to get feedback on who you think's the douchebag of the week.
Yeah, so, leave some comments for us.
Leave some comments.
Leave some comments,
and we'll report on it. We did that. We also we did a thing on movies. You know?
Yeah, we talked about some movies.
We talked about movies.
A lot of movies.
We talked about movies going woke, you know, how Disney's ruined Star Wars and, you know, some of these other, you know, it just kills me. Yeah.
The movie Barbie was
a waste of time and space. You know, but this is what they want to put out there. And we said it back then, and we'll recap it right now. It's like nobody wants to, you know, see, you know, Supergirl as some fat lesbian, you know, out there saving the world. And same with their, you know, this whole thing, it's called Wicked, but it's, you know, still about, you know, being part of the franchise of the Yellow Brick Road. And, you know, some of these classic movies, they turn around and remake them, you know, The Little Mermaid, they make that girl black, you know, and so even the little black girls are going, that's not her. That's not Ariel. She's white. You know,
well, you know, that's what they push. They push that on them. You know, that they're white. Same with. I mean, we've had this conversation before. It's like I've seen people. I've seen black guys dress up as Santa Claus. There's nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that at all. I mean, if that your family's having an outing and you have kids coming over and you want to be Santa Claus, anybody can be Santa Claus. I mean, anybody can be the Easter Bunny. Anybody can be, you know, the Tooth Fairy.
100%. And while we're talking about this, I know I didn't write it down, and this is, you know, you didn't know we were going to talk about this, but I hate streaming. I know you have the, you know, Fire Stick that gets everything. You can watch whatever you want. But for us peons that don't have that level of TV,
cheap ass,
you know, you know,
spend the money, you can get it all.
You got Hulu, you got freaking
not me.
I
don't pay none of those bills.
Yeah, I know. But I watch. I've got Hulu because it gives me live TV.
Okay.
And here's something that I've noticed. First of all, let's go back to the campaign because we all know what happened with that and Trump and all that kind of stuff. And now you have all the Trump derangement people out there. We even have them here in Nevada.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. But you know what I noticed back then too is every commercial that came on was Kamala Harris and Tampon Tim. You know, I never saw a Trump commercial, right? So just trying to, you know, just put that out there to brainwash us.
Yeah.
You know,
Tampon Tim's going through a little shit now.
Oh yeah, Tampon Tim.
Have you been following it?
Retard.
No,
No, I'm talking about the Somali thing.
No, yeah, the kids that all this money that went to these.
Yeah, that went
there's
to
no kids there.
Somalia. There's no kids there. They opened up a daycare. And
2025. It's going to be interesting in 2026. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, for
In
sure.
2028 will be here before you know it.
Oh, 100%. I'm looking forward to that too. But back to what I was saying is that now I'm watching something, and do you realize now they show a totally Spanish speaking commercial? So it's no longer where you're watching that specific channel or anything like that. I'm literally talking as the commercials are running.
Mm-hmm.
And I find it interesting, especially because of all this ICE protest.
Mm-hmm.
They're running like a Lowe's or a Home Depot commercial in Spanish. You know,
That's what they're rating.
so talk about irony. But the thing is that what makes me so angry about this is that the propaganda that's shoved down our faces. You know what? They show plenty of shows and commercials on the Spanish-speaking channels and stuff like that, but now they're trying to do this. And if you notice, I want you to watch this because you don't pay attention to this. Because you and I aren't prejudiced.
No.
But pay attention to this. Every commercial now it's all mixed.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you got a
I've
white
seen
dad,
that. I've seen that.
Mexican wife.
That's been like that for a few years now.
Well, yeah,
They didn't just start doing that. That's been like that for a few years now.
Yeah. Well, now it's even worse.
I know.
Because now you never have the whole nucleus family. And I think that's what it's attacking, is that you don't have, even when they use black actors, it's not all black actors.
No.
There's a Hispanic kid, there's
Asian,
a white kid, there's an Asian kid, white. I mean, the mix is there, and it's like, come on, this is all propaganda.
Yeah.
You know, that's not going to make you buy Charmin. It's not going to make black people buy Charmin if they show a black couple.
No,
you know,
look. They if they really were, I mean, if they really thought about it, they're actually thinking they're stupid by doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're not.
No,
I have very, very smart black friends, Mexican friends, everything.
Yeah.
So they don't. They just think we're dumb. They think everybody's dumb. So they can, if they do it, you're gonna fall for it. It doesn't work that way, people.
Yeah. So we talked about, you know, so there's that out there. Let's roll into wokeness, you know, since we're on this rant, or I'm on a rant.
You're on a rant.
I'm on a rant.
You always are.
But you know, because this stuff irritates me, you know.
Yeah, he don't sleep at night. This stuff bothers him.
Oh no, I sleep like a baby, you know. Especially since I have my gummies. But no, you know, the whole, you know, you and I look at it and we say common sense. The first thing when you hear what I'm about to say, you're going to go, well, it's common sense. And things are starting to happen. We're talking about the transgender community. We're talking about boys and girls sports. Just because they want to dress up like girls, they feel more feminine. You know what? You're a guy. You're a dude. You should not be in a bathroom with girls. You should not be in sports with the girls. You know, I was around for Title IX. Title IX was specifically for girls and girls in sports. You know, because the football team, the basketball team for the males, they had everything. They got the most money, and the girls had leftover equipment, stuff like that.
Right. And that's
fair. Where it started, though.
Right. Make it fair.
Yeah. So now you got all these liberals out there, and they're in the education system. They've inundated the education system.
I know for a fact. I hear people talk about it all the time.
All the time when you're driving Uber and you see everything posted on social media. And
I don't believe everything on social media.
No, not everything. But when you see a classroom with some, you know, they, them, whatever, you know, and the pride flags everywhere and stuff like that, you shouldn't be in the classroom teaching.
No.
You know what?
Bring back prayer.
Bring
back Pledge Allegiance.
Yeah.
I mean, we all grew up good. We made it through. Yeah, we all made it through.
But they want to make it something else.
Right.
You know, so again, we're talking about common sense radio, TV here. You know,
and that's why we have this platform, so we can talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah.
We want to talk about whatever you want us to talk about. So make sure you let us know.
Yeah, for sure. But that's the thing is, so now seeing the Olympics come out, the NCAA,
Lindsey
California.
Vonn is back in the Olympics this year.
I know, I saw
I
that.
can't believe that. I thought she tore her leg up pretty bad.
Pretty bad. Yeah, she was in pretty bad accident.
I'm going to watch it just to see how she does.
Yeah, no, I want her to do well. She's been a great U.S. competitor.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that.
But anyhow, same with the Olympics and the track and field and and things, and it's like we saw that in boxing, on the Olympics and stuff, and this girl came out and said, I've never been hit that hard,
right?
And come to find out, they tried to hide it. Come to find out, 2 months later, when the story dies down, it was actually a dude.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
So
we talked about that. That's some of our recap there. We talked about
just
that.
Because dude looks like a lady doesn't mean they need to be fighting.
You look like a lady.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah. So there's that. We talked about movies. How they're you love the Superman movie. That was the most gayest.
I like the dog.
Superman. Yeah. You like the dog. Superman huddled up on the floor crying is not Superman.
No, that's not Superman.
No, that's a Bills fan after the Eagles game, but it's not Superman. And that, I don't even think that kryptonite was a thing or however they did the movie, but keep that crap out. That's all it is. It's Hollywood celebrities trying to push.
Speaking of movies, we had an actor on here. We had an actor on here.
Yeah.
Jesse Taylor. His new movie's coming out in 2026. We're going to have him on again this year.
Yep. Yeah.
We'll be talking to him, talking about his new movie when it comes out. And hopefully you guys, we'll be one of the first he talks to us about, and we'll bring it to you guys.
And he said he'd take us to the review. So
Lots of
on the review. Lots of popcorn.
Lots of butter, lots of salt. You can't go wrong with movie theater popcorn.
Back over here. I know we're talking about movies. You went to food.
All right.
And you left out the chocolate covered raisins, the bonbons,
the goobers,
snow
caps.
Yeah, all that dibs.
We're gonna be going there.
Yeah, exactly. So, we had state senator on.
We had a state senator on. She was great. 2020. I think she might be coming up for election next year. Coming
2026.
Up. So Angie Taylor, state senator for Nevada, sweetheart, great lady. I can't wait to. Matter of fact, I got to give her a call and wish her Happy New Year's. Yeah, I haven't talked to her
for sure. But again, that just shows you our point of view is we're pretty much conservative Republicans. Yeah. But we are open minded. She's a Democrat.
We had a great show. I mean, that was in the beginning.
Yeah,
we had some
technical reverb difficulties.
Difficulties with but we got along great.
But conversation is what it's about.
That's it. If we can talk, we should be able to talk about anything and everything. Whether you agree, disagree, we should all be able to talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody agrees with Tim. Even me, I don't agree with him half the time. Still
my picks are better.
But we still maybe in football picks, yeah. But we still talk. I listen to him. I don't get mad at him when he when he goes on his rants about certain things.
Yeah, I know you don't. You tell me to bring it back in and stuff like that. Better.
Squirrel.
Yeah, I know. Usually that's you.
I know.
So quit rushing me through this list. Every time we get something, you start looking at, okay, what's next? What's next? You got a burger waiting for you downstairs?
No, I'm not even hungry. I ate some gas station pizza.
Yuck. Let's talk about, we touched on this a little bit because we're Husky guys, Southwest Airlines. Yeah. Starting in 2026, right around the corner.
I'm flying in March. We're going to see how that goes.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
Now that the fat shaming, BS is over with. Look, we're fat guys.
We're going to start bringing that up a lot more in 2026.
Yeah.
Us fat guys, us fat people need respect. We need to be treated. We're going to have to start doing rallies and stuff. The only problem with the rally is we can't get enough people to stand out there with signs. They're going to be like, hang on, I got to get some burgers. Or get a piece of pizza.
Or they got to sit down.
Or they got to sit down. Yeah, we're too fat to sit down. Yeah, we got to take a nap.
I know.
It's hard. That's why fat people don't protest. You're lucky we're fat.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let all the skinny Karens out there.
Let the
hold up
Karens
the signs.
Yeah, I like that.
But no, Southwest Airlines, they're going to start charging bigger people. If your butt can't sit in the seat and it goes over to the other side, charging you for that seat.
We're going to find out in March. I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
Me and Jen are going to share 2 seats out of 3 people. I got lucky. I already did it once. I flew back on Northwest. or
Southwest.
Southwest. No, not Southwest. I'm sorry, United.
Oh.
And there was me and Jen, and thank God I had a small Asian lady next to me. She was really nice. She didn't complain too much. She didn't talk much. She slept the whole time.
Yeah.
I think she was feeling the warmth from my side. You know what I mean?
Right.
It made her put her to sleep. You know, she was kind of cuddling, I guess. But yeah, no, it was. It worked out as long as you get a skinny person next to you. Actually, I had a big guy next to me on another flight coming back.
Yeah.
I had a big guy next to me. Me, him, and Jen in the 3 seats. We made it work.
Yeah.
So
no,
and that was United, but it worked.
Yeah. So we'll see how that's gonna happen. What's gonna happen with that, coming up. But we did talk about that in one of our earlier shows.
Yeah, we had that was a good one with the lady with the old lady between two fat guys. That was great.
That was classic stuff.
Yeah,
classic stuff. So also too, so we already covered men and women's sports and bathrooms and stuff like that, and deranged celebrities. But also too, we did want to bring up this, and we hadn't talked about this, but we talked about, ICE and our borders and stuff. And here's the thing, is that, listen, and even in sudden death, our guy down in sudden death fantasy, he is more liberal. He's
a libtard. What do you mean? Sean's a libtard.
All right.
I could say it because we're friends.
Yeah. Okay. So Sean is a libtard. But the thing is that, even those that are fighting for, us not to deport these illegals and stuff like that, they separating families and things like that. I think Tom Homan says the best is, if I'm a criminal and I do something illegally, I'm separating him from his family and putting him in prison. Right. You came here illegally. It's against the law. Right. You're being sent back. You're not being imprisoned here.
They don't hear the word illegal.
Illegal. Right. It's undocumented. I'm telling you, words make a difference.
They do.
And they're all talking about undocumented. These are illegals. And when you have millions of people that come over and they're not looking for a better life, in those millions are thousands that want to hurt America.
Just here in Reno. Have you not seen the spike in crime here?
Oh, 100%.
And let me, I'm going to say this, and I know I got friends out there, they're going to think, and I'm not racist, and you know me, so don't even go there. But I listen to the names every time on the news.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't pronounce them. If I can't pronounce the name, you know who it is.
Yeah, exactly.
So come on, let's not sugarcoat it. If they're and I'm not saying they're coming from Mexico or they're coming from California.
Well,
where they're getting there, I don't know. That's beyond my pay grade.
But see, that's the problem with open borders. It's not just Hispanic people.
No, no.
But it's who they're letting through as well.
Right.
And they were getting brazen. I don't know if you saw the news today, but they just locked up some Somali piece of shit that was posting on social media about how he gets free this and free that and free health care.
Well, now he gets 3 hots in a cot.
Yeah, and now they arrested him, deported his ass.
Hey, hey, don't complain. You're getting 3 hots in the cot now.
Yeah, and Somalia, I tell you what, these people aren't over here for refugees. They want to make this country a shithole.
Yeah. Well, hey,
go to that country and
there's Americans that already do that. So we don't need help.
Yeah,
we don't need help.
Exactly. But back to the borders. If you think about it. It's not that I
think they've got
want to kick everybody out.
From what I hear, I think it's more secure.
Oh, it's definitely secure. They're not getting in,
Well, that's good.
But it's trying to find the ones and get rid of the ones that Biden let in, and that administration. And you know what, folks? I don't believe Biden hates the U.S., but what I do think, I do think that that Barack Hussein Obama hates the U.S., but I do think that they're allowed to vote in some of these, like California. That's why California don't want to deport them, because they go and they count them and they let them vote. That's why they don't want to. Why would you not? And I am going to rant here.
Okay. Here we go. I'm going to put the camera on him here.
Please.
I can take a nap on
this. Yeah, take a nap. Why would you not want to secure your state as a governor? Because you've got that scumbag Newsom,
right?
Down there, but they want to have all these people come in, and they're the ones fighting. Why do they have to show an ID? Why voter ID? Well, wait a minute, folks. It's been like that for a long time. It's just that nobody has challenged them because they've had these liberals, Democrats in as governors and as president.
Well, Tim, is you saying that? I've always been a firm believer of you can't go buy alcohol without an ID.
Right.
I can't fly, go on a plane without ID.
No.
I can't go anywhere without ID. I get pulled over, I got to have ID.
But you
But
can
to vote,
for the number one spot in our
Everything.
country.
that runs everything.
Yeah.
So
So
that tells you why they don't want that.
100%. So just that little bit should tell you, so all these people out there screaming about ICE and screaming about Medicare and Medicaid and all the welfare programs and stuff like that. You know who pays for that? Working Americans.
Yeah.
Working Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
the money's thin as it is for working Americans.
oh, I know.
Everything goes up with the paycheck.
It really does. So that was our rant for 2025. We're going to touch on certain things that happened in
Well, we talked about a
2026.
lot more. We talked about the Waymo cars,
Oh yeah, the Waymo
and,
car.
and that was one of
take
them.
your job.
I like that. That was a good one. And right after that happened, did you see what happened in San Francisco?
Huh.
They had a power outage. All the street lights went out. The cars all stopped dead. They didn't know what to do. They caused traffic jams like you wouldn't believe in San Fran. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. There's
yeah.
cars just stopped. They didn't know there was no lights to react to.
Yeah.
So they're killed. They just every people in them going, what the hell? I don't even know if they can get out of them.
Yeah.
So I love that. So the more that happens to them cars, the better. I'm happy.
Well,
with
it
that.
couldn't have happened in a better city. I
exactly.
remember
The land of the fruits and nuts.
Yeah, young adult, and even though you had that, San Francisco's always been a liberal city, and that's been great. But now they have
love fresh
pushed
crab
it
on the
so. You know what? Half that stuff's not open anymore. Because of all the crime
homeless.
and the homeless, and blame
I was just
news.
talking about this yesterday to a passenger of mine. They advertised a job on the Reno. I heard it on the radio. They were advertising a job in San Francisco, making over $100 and some thousand a year. Now that's a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I mean, in America, that's not a bad job. I mean, it's not the best, but it's pretty good pay.
Yeah,
You can make a living on that.
go ahead.
They said that you could take the job cleaning up poop in San Francisco, human poop off the sidewalks, for over $100 and some thousand a year. The problem is you'd have to live there on the streets with them people because you couldn't afford housing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. 100,000.
It sounds
nothing
good,
there.
but where are you going to live? And then I also heard that there were people coming out of tents with suits on, going to work,
Oh, yeah.
making a great salary, but they couldn't afford to live there.
Right.
They were dressing up living on the streets, but had a great job.
Right. Yeah.
If you don't see something wrong with that and you can't fix that,
Yeah.
Newsom.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Get out there and support your local government, because
Yeah.
but the ones it's not affecting are the people that are quote unquote the elites, the rich.
Yeah.
The people that invented, that founded Google. TikTok.
We talked about that when we talked about the Waymo and the AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
The AI, it's going to be the rich versus the poor, and the poor is going to have to retaliate eventually sometime.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it might be past us, but our generation or the ones after that are going to have to fight back somehow.
But here's the thing: is after our generation and maybe some millennials, who's going to stand up and fight? Because they're fighting for Gen Z wants what we've just been talking about: girls and boys
Right,
and girls
right.
sports.
Well,
and,
they're because
you
they're
know.
getting programmed that way.
oh yeah, Yeah,
They're already
'cause-
training them on their phones. And here's the thing: if you're on your phone all day, the kids are like this on their phones all day, right?
Yeah.
They don't have no interactive. They're not talking like we're talking.
No.
So guess what? Now you put them in a car with no driver. They don't need to talk because they're used to not talking.
right.
So you're already programming these kids to not have any social activity. That's why doing this is important.
yeah.
Talking, communication. If we had something important, like right now, something important to say or came out, we could tell you about it. We would tell you, give our opinion on it. We would, make it a big deal, like we do.
Yeah.
With all, we try to do with all the issues.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is, and you're not wrong. That everybody's on their phones. We're on our phone.
Yeah.
But-
I work on my phone.
But again, I just love this. As you go back and you say, Well, how did you know when to come home when those street lights came on? How did you know where everybody was hanging out at their house?
Right.
All the bicycles were in the front,
Right.
and your parents didn't want you at the house. They said, get the F out and come back when the street lights come on.
Yeah. That was their free time. That's how they stayed sane.
They stay sane, exactly, with all of us little assholes running around and you swap people's houses. We weren't always at one house or another house.
I tell people this all the time. Here's the difference between us and them. We turned out okay. Look at, we're there's nothing wrong. If you don't see how we grew up was the best way to grow up.
Right.
So, this new, my daughter and son-in-law, they raise the kids like old school, like us.
Right.
Go play, have fun, So they're some of them are starting to see it. We need a lot more to see that.
Right. 100%. Because I don't think most of the kids that are out there are all white and pasty because they spend, 18 hours a day, inside.
No vitamin D.
Yeah, no, exactly. And they're doing this for 12 hours, talking to their friends and online and playing these games, which, that wasn't our era.
Right. Game, we started it. What are you talking about? It started with Atari, Nintendo.
Yeah. Pong. When literally you could get Pong.
I play Tetris every day with my suitcases in the back of my van. People go, they're not going to fit. I go, hang on a minute. this one. They're going, wow, you got it in there.
Yeah.
Tetris.
I
have people tell me that. They go, oh, I play Tetris. I can get this in there. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So, and we're going to play. He thinks he's good at foosball, so we're going to see. But along with that, I was telling you a story about how I made it to regionals and yada yada in foosball.
He was good with his hands.
But as a kid, hell yeah. Oh, my best friend. But, no,
we're gonna bring you some of that.
We go to the arcade and spend hours there trying to beat everybody's score.
Galago's my favorite.
Galaga, yeah.
But we're gonna bring in 2026. We're gonna bring you some of that. We're gonna get out. We're gonna go out of the studio a little bit and bring you some more. And some live stuff too coming up.
Yeah, more food reviews. We are going to do those. We lost our program guy, so
we were doing the food reviews and people really like them, so we're going to go back to those.
Yeah.
Stick with us. That's all we can tell you. Stick with us.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Tell your friends about us. And we're up there. We got some numbers.
Yeah.
For 3 months, we're not doing too bad.
We're doing good. Subscribe to us now because when we get that TV deal, which we got the deal. We're just looking for a sponsor right now.
Right.
He's out there
Thomas has got his girl working on it for us. So.
Yeah. And we're bringing you all kinds of sports from midget wrestling to, I really been researching that handball.
You know what? I looked it up today. It's funny you said that. I looked it up today because, and if you don't know what handball is, when I think of handball, I think, Rolo, he played racquetball, but it's similar to racquetball is what I think of handball.
Right, we just no racket. You're using your hand.
But it's not. It's like water polo without the water.
Right.
That's exactly the best way to describe handball, and it's big in other countries. And we're gonna be talking about that as soon as we get this deal going. We're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking.
Show some videos on that because it fills arenas there.
They're not allowed to take more than 3 steps.
Right.
They're not allowed to hold the ball more than 3 seconds.
Right.
So it's weird. I was looking it up today. Yeah. It's funny you brought that up.
And the other thing with that too is that there's like a ceremonial start to it too. It's like the ball has to be passed to here, to here, to here. Make sure everybody's set. Like that starts the game. So
it's like hockey without sticks.
Yeah,
same thing.
All that
volleyball without, but you can grab the ball.
Soccer with your hands. However you want to say it.
They're not allowed to bring the ball low though. It has to stay up high.
Yeah, it has to stay up high.
I was looking into it a little bit. We have to do our research on it.
Yeah.
I looked up that also. The hockey today. We were talking about the hockey strike.
Oh yeah.
ECHL it's called, and they were on strike. And the younger Tahoe Monsters here in Nevada were on strike. There were no games. I didn't know that. I wish I did because I was telling people to go check out their games while they're up there, and there weren't no games.
Right. Yeah. So, yes, there's mainstream sports that we will cover out there. We'll talk about and stuff, but there's a lot of things that we're not exposed to.
Right.
Because they're popular
in other countries, right? Japan and all that. We're going to be looking into a lot of those for our show coming up on the TV show.
Right. But we'll do some here because it's pretty. I mean, interesting as hell.
We got to play
Yeah.
finger football again since I whipped
Yeah.
your ass the first time.
Yeah, you did beat me. That's about the only thing you beat me in is
Well,
finger football.
We haven't played foosball and none of that. We'll get like I said, 2026 is going to be fun. We're going to make it exciting. We're going to do a lot of things that like outside the studio thing. We're still going to do the studio ones too. This is fun.
Yeah,
This is our home. This is where we've been for 3 months now. But we have to, 2026 is going to be our year. We're gonna hit the maps on 2026 and take off running.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
we're going to be walking fast. Let's say that.
we're not running anywhere. And,
I'm not.
And I'm gonna get some kind of thing set up to where I can slide down the stairs. Like when I don't know if you had this back in New York, but when I was a kid learning how to ski, you didn't get on when you're on a bunny hill, they called it.
Yeah.
You didn't get on a chairlift. You had this
It was a
rope.
J bar.
No, this was
I had
a rope.
J bar.
Oh, okay. No, we had a rope, and you hung onto this rope, and the rope, just went to the top of the mountain and came back down.
You were playing tug of war, huh?
Yeah, tug of war with my skis.
Didn't work. You didn't go up.
Of course, I went up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of running, the only way I'd be running.
No, I don't. Hell, even with that, I pull over, put my hands up, and say, "Hey, the beer's in the back."
I wasn't drinking, officer. I promise.
Yeah,
You want to sip?
But yeah, so we're not going to bore you with any more things. We've taken up enough everybody's time. We wanted to
made it a
recap.
long one, but we wanted to recap 2025. I mean, we talked about a lot of other things too. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure we have more we could talk about. That. I mean, you've seen them. You watch the shows. Hopefully, you liked them.
yeah,
You liked them and subscribed, and you're telling friends about it. Merchandise. We're going to be selling a lot more shirts and hats.
yep. We're getting that on there. We're going to put that up on our store.
My daughter's going to hate me for that one, but she's got work to do.
Yeah, she's our hat and shirt maker.
and doing billboards. Obviously, from what I heard.
Definitely does billboards. So
Did you see the back of his shirt? It's a billboard.
Hit her up because she knows how to make them. But anyhow, enjoyed this time in 2025 with you.
I did too. It's been a great year.
Yeah.
We had fun. We had it was a great beginning to a podcast
Yeah,
that I never thought we would do, and you didn't really neither. I mean, it was just
we put it together and made it happen, and now look, we could have be on TV and not too long.
Yeah.
After this, and come up with some good shows. Got some good following out
you
there.
could see us on TV, not only just on YouTube. You can see us on TV, and we got to get our Spotify and our Twitter and all
and
that.
X. Yeah, get that rolling. We've almost got that taken care of, but the really fun stuff is going to be how we're going to start interacting more.
Yeah.
So-
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get mobile. That'll start with us losing a few pounds. It'll get us more mobile.
I was going to say, I only want to get so mobile.
You will once we lose a few pounds.
Yeah, lose a few pounds and whatnot. But I want to thank you. It's been a fun year.
It's been a great. 2025 was great. 2026 is going to be way better. I can feel it. I can just feel
we're
it.
Getting better at this, even with our logo. Our
Yeah.
dancing logo now.
Yeah.
Our logo's animated.
Yeah. And I hope you like that. Our friend Sean hooked us up with that.
Yeah.
Amazing job.
Yeah. So nothing but good fun things coming up. So
Happy New Year's to everybody, and
Yeah, we'll see you
enjoy.
next year.
Stay safe.
yeah. All right. We are
1, 2, 3, 2 fat guys in a microphone. 2 fat guys in a microphone. 2 fat guys in a microphone. Big talk, no filter.